What's up? Yo. Yo. Welcome. I'm going to do some myofascial release. If y'all want to learn some shit, try it because it will really help your recovery and help you move more biomechanically sound. So, yeah. We're going to fucking do some myofascial release. If y'all have any questions, I'm going to just do my fucking thing. Trying out this streaming thing. See what's up. Let's see, what do I want to hit? IT bands. other side. I don't think anybody's there.
It's not here.
I don't think so.
But this door is closed inside, not outside.
Oh. Maybe they're sleeping. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just wake them up. Fuck their sleep.
The fan is on.
Yeah, fuck their sleep. Just wake them up. Oh, you're sleeping? I don't give a fuck.
It's done.
Wake the fuck up. I want to knock on the door. Jesus. Yo. What's up? What's up? I'm doing some myofascial release. It is myo stands for muscle. Fascia is the fiber over the muscle that's and its whole purpose is engaging the muscle through movement. It's kind of like the electricity like circuit running through your muscles, and they'll engage it through movement. So if they become dehydrated, you don't have a good muscle contraction, or you don't have the right muscles turning on through movement. So what I'm doing right now is doing the release. It's basically like a self massage. You put pressure on that area, and then you release it, let the water and blood flow go into that area that otherwise wouldn't have any hydration. A lot of people eat a diet that restricts their fascia, like eating grains. Don't eat grains. I don't eat any grains. Bread, rice, pasta, all that shit will dehydrate the fascia, and then dysfunctional movement. So when you isolate muscles, let's say if I just do a bicep curl and I'm like seated down and I'm not engaging any other muscle or any other part, because the muscle runs in chains, they work together like a team. So if I train my muscles to just to work only isolatedly, like most people do, like, oh, I'm just going to work this, and then you're training it to isolate. So then you're going to have adhesions, because it's going to be like sore in this area and it's going to not be sore in other area or whatever, and then you're going to have dysfunctional movement. So I'm doing my thing. You can learn some shit just fucking watching me, and you can do it. Get you some fucking balls. Yeah, these balls, but these balls as well. And then you can release them. I use different tools. I got a PVC pipe. So I'm trying to think what I need to release next. Oh, I should release my glutes. They're fucking a bit tight. Been kind of sore this week. Training hard. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Boom. So I thought I'd start streaming so y'all can see. You don't want to do any more than 2 to 5 minutes on one spot. So I found a spot that's dehydrated, it's tender, it's fucking painful. Hit that spot, no more than 5 minutes, then find another spot. That's how you do it. So I got a nice little spot here on the glute. It's fucking tender, and I'm just gonna sit it here. It's patient. I'm not rolling around, not fucking moving around, you know, just wasting time. No, I'm fucking on the spot. That's giving me the most issues and fucking staying there. It takes a lot of discipline and patience. But when you do it right, you get good results. A lot of people don't want to have the patience to spend this time. And they're missing out on some good gains. Performance gains. The body moving functionally and biomechanically sound. Having proper hydration in all the little areas. So good movement, good contraction in the muscles can happen. Okay, I think we hit that glute pretty good. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, this is like an outside kitchen thing out here in South Africa. Ooh, that's nice. So, after you do a spot for a bit, you want to test it out. Walk around, stand up, see how your posture, see what changed, see if nothing changed, something changed, nothing changed, whatever. You'll know. So test it out. So now I can feel my glutes a lot better. Before my glutes were just fucking knotted up, and now I feel them a lot better. Just like that. I feel like I can get a better contraction. I'm just standing right here. By the way, if your glutes, I see a lot of people's glutes don't even fucking contract when they're standing. That's a problem. If your glutes are limp while standing, you got issues. Huge dysfunctional issues. Sorry to everybody. I gotta break the news. But you're fucked up. You're jacked up. Your glutes should be holding you up in space like a fucking chair. Like your glutes, I'm sitting into my glutes. It's a fucking chair. Holding you up. Your quad shouldn't be holding you up in the standing position. It's your fucking glutes. So, that's it. So fix your shit if you don't feel your glutes. I think I might do a little more on my glutes. Feels so good. All right, let's do some more. I think I can find a couple more spots that need it. See you. Much better. Glutes. Am I good? What kind of stupid question is that? What's the title say, bro? What does it say? That's what I'm doing, right? That's a stupid ass question. Walking around barefoot. My feet's getting strong. The feet getting strong. Alright, so we just hit inner quads. Do I need the adductors? Maybe. Let's try it out. It's fucking awkward trying to get adductors on this fucking thing. You need a hard medicine ball. Like one of those big hard medicine balls. Otherwise, you can't get into the inner calf right. Inner groin adductor area. But we make do with what we got. I got a PVC pipe, and we got a fucking little bench. So I'll show you how I get it when you don't have a hard medicine ball. Get your little tool, and you gotta come right on the fucking side like this. Just like that. Only need a couple seconds with that. Be careful not to go too long on certain spots, because then you could just completely shut off that muscle off, and then you're not fucked, but you're gonna be fucked up for a few days until you retension it back. There's got to be a balance of tension. So if you release too much or too hard, too intense, you'll make it too flaccid. And like I did before, I was releasing my lats, and I laid on the ground. I kind of like closed my eyes, and next thing I know, it was like 20 minutes. I was releasing my fucking lats, and I gotta tell you, I didn't even fucking feel my lats. Just completely shut off. So don't do that. Fuck around, find out. You're gonna find out real quick. You know what's funny? Everyone fucking leaves when I start talking. That's fucking hilarious. It's like you'd rather watch me do nothing and say, no, I'm not. You'd rather me just watch. You rather just watch me do what I'm doing than me speak. That's what it seems like. I think that's the indication that I'm gaining from this live stream. People don't like to listen to me talk, so they leave. But if I'm just doing like random shit like this, then it's interesting. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. That's good. That's all you fucking need. Right there. Adductors. Quadratus lumborum. Lower back. Obviously, it's probably pretty obvious how to get your lower back quadratus lumborum. then mosquitoes start attacking you. But it's fucking hot. Mm. I think there's a connection, I'm thinking to myself, with attention and pushing yourself. I think you need both. I think you definitely need both. But there's something spiritual about having eyes on, having attention in some direction. It's that extra push. It's kind of like, you're fighting in front of a huge crowd versus you are fighting in the backyard. I think, in a sense, yeah, it's the same. But I don't know, there's something I'm thinking hard about. It seems very interesting, the topic. Like, there's got to be there is something deeper with it. It's very interesting. What came to mind was when you have someone watching, I think you become more yourself. And what I mean by that is, when nobody's watching, it's easy to be something that you're not. And this might sound really backwards to some people, but let me just rant on about this. But if you don't have, how can I put this? No one's watching you. You're doing your thing alone in your room. There's less discipline. There's no accountability. That's what it is. Accountability. There's no accountability. So, not to say that you aren't, but you could be more liable to not do exactly what you need to be doing at all times. Maybe there's just that 1%. Maybe that's all it takes. Maybe just by yourself, it's kind of like having a coach, or a boss. Let's say you're working a job and someone's running you, managing you, making sure your production is on point. You have your statistics, you have your results, and someone's on your ass. Hey, you got these results. Hey, you got this, you got that. Hey, you're running a little low. Let's go. So this is how I look at it. Like, live streaming. This is what I'm thinking about. Live streaming is just like that. It's just like having a coach or someone running you to make sure you're doing what you need to do when you're doing it. Because a lot of times there's room for improvement. There's like, okay, you're on your own, you're doing your thing. Yeah, maybe you're disciplined, maybe you're doing this, but like, are you perfect? You know what I mean? Like, how much margin of error is there? I'm sure there's a lot. I'm sure even the highest producers, the most successful people in whatever field they're in, you know, they could do more. Like I said, it could or it couldn't. But the point is, it's like having a fucking coach, someone running you. And something that I've developed is being able to run myself, like push myself more. Like if I'm doing a training session, I'm like, Jordan, that's not hard enough, that's not faster enough, that's not enough reps. You need to go more. You need to go more. You need to go more. You know, feeding that speaker, that person. I think that's really you, your true self. You're talking to your true self is running you. I mean, because you have the responsibility. Responsibility is able to respond to the situation. So I want to be perfect with that shit. I want to respond perfectly in every situation, like I need to, like I'm supposed to. Do enough reps, do all that I can, because then you can't fail. I don't think there's any excuse for failure anywhere. And I'm even talking to myself. The only reason why I failed at anything is because I didn't prepare. If I had perfect preparation, you know, and perfect estimation of effort, then I would never fail at anything. So there's always, like, I could have been successful in every fucking thing, period. You know, but there's been some times where, hey, I come up short. And there's always a reason. You're the reason for it, you know? So, just my thoughts. You know, another thing I like, this shit's recording. So I'm logging and documenting all my fucking thoughts all the time. Even if no one's fucking watching. If nobody ever fucking sees this shit, guess what? It's for fucking me. I can go back because I can't even store enough shit on my phone. I'm dealing with that shit too. I'm almost at max terabyte, and I put it on Google Drive. I got 200 gigabytes, and it took fucking forever to upload that shit. So I was doing the memory card thing. You know, it's a little difficult in the situation I am to keep getting memory cards left and right. So this is the best option as well, because you can see it. All y'all can see this shit. I can see this shit. It ain't going anywhere. I can lose all my memory cards, whatever, and guess what? It's gonna be fucking right here on this fucking social media. That's pretty fucking beneficial. At the same time, I'm promoting myself. You're fucking watching me. So, always getting a fucking seat. Yeah. So I need to promote myself. Everything, all my goals require some level of attention. Being champion, going into special operations, winning alone, going on alone, fucking making a big impact on the world, setting a good example to people how to live, adventuring, doing missions, doing quests, side quests, storylines, all that shit. That's my life. So that requires fucking attention. This is good too because I'm writing a book. I got like 20 hours of audio that I've recorded and like a shit ton of notes on my phone. So this is better. You know, this takes more courage. I got to save this in front of fucking everybody. You know, y'all got to hear, you know, I'm under the scrutiny that someone can fucking criticize the fuck out of me right now. I'm in the line of fire. That takes a little balls. That takes some courage. So, hey, I need that. I need that training. I need more courage. I need more balls, bigger balls. My balls are big, but they can always be bigger. Even if they're the biggest in the world right now, they can always get bigger. So, this is amazing. You know, I'm sharing these realizations with you. I'm logging it. I'm logging data from my book. I'm promoting myself. I'm getting out the information out of my head and putting it forth somewhere that I can now come back to it later and not forget it. This is fucking amazing. I should have been doing this a long time ago. Streaming and shit. But Shiggy, I do MMA. All martial arts are good martial arts. I believe all martial arts have uses. You know, some are more useful than others. But you know, you see a lot of people, they're like make fun of like, you know, the traditional martial arts and shit. There's lots of value in those traditional martial arts. I don't think you, even if it looks silly or dumb, or you don't maybe see the purpose in it, I'm sure there's a purpose. I'm sure if you were looking for a purpose, just like you're looking for excuses on why it's bullshit, instead of, which is bias, instead of looking at ways on how it could be beneficial, right? That's another fucking lesson for life too, is don't look for excuses to not do something. Look for excuses to do something. Look for both ends of the spectrum. Look for reasons why it's useful. Then maybe look at, I mean, but you don't even need to put your attention on what isn't useful. As much as it's more important to look at what is useful. Why are you spending your time worried about what the fuck is not useful? I'm sure you can look until you're blue in the face. It doesn't even fucking benefit you. Give you an example. I was fucking complaining to myself today about how fucking retarded people in this fucking country are. They're fucking stupid. Like, holy fuck stupid. The stupidest fucking people you ever fucking met in your entire fucking existence. I've met in this fucking country. And it's just, I'm like, man, they're fucking stupid. Da 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 da. Like in my head, right? And then I realized, I'm like, why am I even I'm spending energy and attention units worried about that they're fucking retarded and stupid. Yeah, they are fucking retarded and stupid. Like literally so stupid. But like that shouldn't bother me. That shouldn't, like, I don't need to put my fucking focus on what's stupid. Like, okay, that's the situation. So what? There's a lot of fucking retarded people on this earth. Am I gonna like sit down and fucking think about all the retarded people here on this couch all day? Like, how's that gonna benefit me? It's not. We already know. It doesn't take a fucking genius to know that there's fucking retarded people on this fucking earth. So, you know, fuck it. Move on. So, I'm moving on. I'm talking to myself too right now. So, yeah. So, I'm not fucking worried about this fucking bullshit, dumb shit, fucking retarded, low IQ people. Instead, I'm gonna worry about what I'm gonna control, what I'm gonna do, how smart and intelligent I'm gonna be, how much of a fucking genius I am. This is the things that I'm gonna worry about. So I have lots of studying to do. I'm studying like fucking 9 different things right now. I'm studying footage, instructional videos, grappling, reading Bruce Lee's documents. By the way, you want to learn about martial arts? Fucking read Bruce Lee shit. It's fucking phenomenal. He brings it to a fucking science. You know, fuck anybody who fucking says Bruce Lee was just an actor and he doesn't know shit. You're a fucking retard. Again, you qualify as those fucking retards that I was just mentioning earlier. Bruce Lee is a fucking genius. Read his shit. See what you can take from it. Even if you think, oh, well, he didn't actually fight in MMA and like blah, 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 blah. I know more than him. Like, shut the fuck up. Go read his book. Go look at and ask yourself, what can I use? What techniques is he talking about that I could use in my game? What concepts and principles can I use to help me be a better fighter? Not worried what the fuck doesn't work. Worry about what does work. We're only concerned with results here in this fucking life. At least I am. And anybody who has survival potential would concern themselves on what works. So fucking go worry about what works. Bruce Lee maybe did some things that aren't right because he fucking died at 30 years old. So obviously something about his training wasn't working. But hey, a lot of things about his training was working. So don't worry about what didn't work. Look at what did work. Find those things. Make them a part of yourself. Use them. You know? So, yeah. Fuck yeah. Do that shit. So, this is good. I'm fucking loving this shit. Even though I got 2 people right now watching this shit. I am like amazingly enjoying this. This is fucking cool. Because I need to be journaling all the time anyway. So this is really helpful for me because I need to constantly journal. I have a lot of data and intelligence that I have to put down on paper and log. Like I have a lot of smart shit that I've said that I forgot about. You know, like I've said some really good shit. I'll think about it like, oh, that's fucking brilliant. Blah, blah, blah. Don't even write it down. Fucking forget about it. What the fuck was the whole point? I had knowledge endowed upon myself and I didn't even do anything. I didn't even log it to even do anything with it. That's fucked up shit. So, you know, I'm fucking here right now. I gotta log all my shit. I try to make it a habit now. I log like, I have it on my fucking control center on my iPhone. I just swipe down and I can click record voice memo. And I do it fucking all the time. I'm literally like watching a fucking video. I'm watching whatever. I'm watching a fight. And then I immediately have an idea or something that I know I need to log down. And guess what I do? I fucking pause, I swipe down, and I click record. That's the best policy. And I got to tell you, I've been learning so much more just by doing that alone. Like, my improvement level has like 10x just in all areas of my life just by doing that. Just putting it down. It's there. I could always go back to it. So that's the same shit that I'm doing right here on this live stream. Shiggy, first your target getting into the UFC. I mean, that's one of my targets, yeah. But yeah, that's a pretty big target for sure. The goal would be champion, UFC champion. So that's the fucking goal. HP, love Crafts Cat. Habib is the most overrated fighter of all time. No, I don't think he's overrated. Like I said earlier, you need to worry about what is useful. There's a lot of good that you can take from Khabib. Instead of worrying about how you can criticize Habib and maybe, you know, because he didn't have fucking 12 title defenses like John Jones. I love John Jones too, you know. That's another thing. I think he's following me on LinkedIn. But I definitely, hey, John, if you're watching this, I want to fucking come train with you, bro. Help me out. Help me be champion. There's a lot of things I would love to learn from John Jones. Let's fucking train together, bro. But anyway, Habib is an amazing guy. Think he's a good guy. I haven't met him personally. I've met a lot of his close peers and his coach and his cousin. I met Umar and Usman. I like Umar. Usman, I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, he wouldn't drill with me, so I'm a little salty because he wouldn't drill with me. But Umar, you know, um, I think he is. He enjoys helping people, you know, and kind of supporting people around him, and so I really like Umar. Um, but yeah, I you know, people ask me who do I like better, Habib or Connor, and because of the big whole rivalry and shit, I'm like, bro, I like them both, and I like them both for different reasons. There's both so amazing things to take from both of them, and many different aspects, not just fighting, you know, mentality, you know, the way that they carry themselves, what they do. There's a lot of learning opportunity in all of these things, you know. So yeah, I don't. People even ask me all the time, who's my favorite fighter in the UFC? Honestly, I don't really know, bro. I don't even think I have a favorite. I have a lot of people that I admire, that I respect, that I learn from, and so that's good enough in my book. I'm not worried about who's better, who's that, because I can, like, the people that I spend my attention on are obviously good. Like, I don't fucking watch people that are shit, right? I'm sure maybe, hey, you can maybe learn something from that, but probably the low percent, such a very low percentage of something that you can learn from them. So, you know, I like to watch normally like the top dogs, you know, people at the championship level or around that level, fighting for the champion title fights, that sort of thing. So that's kind of what I spend my time watching. But I think, hey, there's definitely value in learning. There's always something you can learn from anybody. So, you know, maybe you can fucking learn some fucking retards on how not to do something. Hey, and that's learning too. You know, what not to do. Obviously, you can now observe this fucking retard do something that obviously doesn't work. And now he experimented and shows you, hey, this for sure doesn't work because he just did it and it didn't work. You know? So, hey, there's a lot of different ways to look at things. Khabib is great. That's cool, Shiggy. Yep. He's your favorite fighter. Good shit. That's a good favorite. He has his own gym in Russia. Maybe you can meet him there. I mean, he's at AKA. I was training at AKA in San Jose. Um, I yeah, I really don't like San Jose. Like, it's not an area that I want to live in. But I think at some point I go back to AKA. You know, there's a lot of guys that I enjoy training with, and I think all around there's some really good people there. Um, they the culture at AK is they really kind of take their own and support their guys, which is very important. So, you know, even to this day, you know, they follow me on Instagram and, you know, support me on Instagram, you know, like things and just kind of comment, stay engaged with me. And, you know, it's very it's just a supportive thing. It's like, you know, they don't have to do that. Like, why are they doing that? I haven't been to the gym in like over a year, you know, but like, hey, they still like want to see me succeed. You know what I mean? So there's something special about that. That's really important. So AK is a great gym. Um, you know, Khabib's cool. Haven't met him. I think I'll meet him one day. But yeah, hmm yeah. Russia. I tried to go to Dagestan, and you need like a visa before, and you need permission. So I didn't get that. So I didn't go. But I would like to go at some point. I think I'm probably gonna go to some Asian country next. Probably Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, something like that. I think that's what I'm planning to do next. So, but anyway, I'm gonna do some more MFR. What muscle am I gonna hit now? Let's do upper abdominals. No, that's been hit enough. I've been hitting that a lot this week. Oh, calves. I definitely could use more releasing in my calves. That's what we do.
Det blir lang vei å gå. Eller det var et kjøkken her også.
Fucking random people.
Hvis jeg snør, da nei, da ringer jeg på.
I just thought of this, like, fucking porn stars and shit are like so ingenuine, and it's like it's wrong for what they do, not because the attention and all this and that, but it's wrong because they're doing something they wouldn't even do if that opportunity wasn't there. They wouldn't be most likely not having sex with fucking people that they don't even want to have sex with. You know, that's not genuine. You're not even being yourself. So that's like the fucked up part of it, too. And just being a fucking hoe. But, yeah. Don't be ingenuine. I've been thinking about what's genuine a lot lately. I took some little test, some little app where it tells you your archetype. And one of my archetypes, I have many archetypes, but one is I'm the creator, and the creator is like obsessed with being genuine and hates being ingenuine. What the fuck is that? Who the fuck is playing this shit? Anyway, so I was saying was, yeah, I've been thinking about like just the concept of genuine and how important it is. You know, and the definition of genuine is being original. You know, like things need to be original. Things need to be of you, and not something or someone else. So that's definitely a big trait of mine that I've been investigating. You know, I don't believe in all these fucking psychology tests and all this bullshit, but definitely I thought there was some something very interesting about these little archetypes. I saw an ad on whatever, so I did a free trial, whatever, in this app, and then I took the archetype test. So I'm a warrior, I'm a creator, and I think a sage, or I forgot the other fucking thing. And then it's like those are the three main ones that I have, trait wise. And I don't think I kind of like when I was doing the test, there was a lot of things I put like it could go either way. It's like, you know, strongly agree or strongly disagree. And I'm kind of like a lot of the times I was kind of just answering in the middle because, you know, it's like a lot of these questions that I ask you, it could depend on a lot of factors, at least in my mind. It's like, well, that depends. So I'm going to put like the middle ground because it's like, yeah, I could do this extreme or I could do the other extreme under the end of the spectrum. So, you know, so, you know, being genuine, you got to know yourself, learn yourself, and do what you would do. That beingness that you've taken on for your life. You know, who is that? What would they do? And do those things, and don't do other shit that that being wouldn't do, because that's not genuine. It's not honest. You know what I mean? It's like doing something that is not of you. It's not original. It's like you're copying other people, or you're, you know, whatever, some weird shit. It's whatever it is. It's not you. It's not originate from you. Appreciate you, Shiggy. Thanks for the subscribe. Thank you. I appreciate your support. Um, Yeah, so be genuine. That's something that I've been in deep thought about. I don't like the word meditate because I don't fucking meditate, but um, I like to contemplate things, I guess. I think that's a better word to say. I contemplate a lot of things. And I was contemplating, extrapolating the concept of genuine. And another thing too is like that's even something that I've worried about too is like on live stream is, you know, doing things that are only genuine. I don't want to ever put myself or promote myself in some way that's not genuine, you know? And yeah, I was like thinking like also like, you know, I don't want to live stream in such a such situation because I'm not doing something that I feel is interesting enough, which I think is a something that I'm breaking the shell out of because I think it's false. You know, there's a lot of things that I don't think are that amazing in my mind, but are hold value for other people. You know, it's like we're not all the same. So, you know, what I think is valuable maybe is different than what other people would find value. I mean, like I go on these live stream things, and you got people that do literally fucking nothing. They fucking live stream sleeping. I'm like, well, fuck. Yes, there's a lot of people that value watching someone sleep. So who the fuck am I to have? I mean, I can have my opinion, but who the fuck am I to like, you know, say that it's not valuable? Because obviously it's valuable to some fucking people. So I'm not saying I'm gonna live stream when I'm sleeping. Maybe I could. I don't know. Maybe it takes some extra balls to fucking do that. Because that's just fucking weird. Fuck it. Maybe I'll do it. You know, but the point is, you know, like staying. I've always had that deep desire to be genuine, stay genuine. So I'm not gonna fucking try to do some shit that's just not. It's not genuine. It's not. Yeah. I guess that's the best way I can explain it. Do me. I'm gonna do me. Right? So if you're fucking watching this, I'm gonna do me regardless. If you're not watching this, I'm gonna do this regardless. Regardless of if you're watching or if you're not watching, I'm still doing me. So I think this is the best learning lesson for myself. And if anybody else wants to get a learning lesson from this as well. So as I'm learning about this shit, I'm gonna share this knowledge. I'm gonna share these realizations and cognitions. So y'all can get this sauce too, because this is sauce. I get a lot of, bro. It's fucking crazy. Like when I really like in a peaceful environment, in a good situation, like the realizations and cognitions come like a fucking waterfall. Like the things that just come to me. It's like self knowledge. It's real. It's the truth. You know that like we're spiritual beings. You know, you have truth come to you, and there's a lot of times when I organize my life in such a fashion that I'm gonna have all the knowledge and all the questions that I've ever asked are will be answered by myself. I believe that we have the answer. All the answers are within ourselves. So I start to have all the answers that I've been searching for to myself, under the right conditions that, you know, I can have a clear mind and they just come to me. I'm not even trying. I'm not even like, oh my God, let me find these answers. No, it just fucking comes to me. It's like, boom. Oh, that's brilliant. Boom. Oh, that's brilliant. Like, simple. You know, it's not that fucking complicated. We're fucking powerful ass fucking beings here. We're spiritual beings. We're not this fucking body. So it's like, we can do some shit. We can do some shit for sure. Some good ass shit. So by the way, I fucking released my calves here, and I fucking had some shit and my hips pop. So that shows you the importance of this myofascial release, because shit just starts adjusting and realign. The bones realign itself when you address the tissues. Everybody's like, oh, you gotta mess with the bones, trying to manipulate the bone structure and the alignment. Like, no, you address the tissues, the body will align itself. So, perfect example. It literally just fucking happened as we're on this live stream. Another thing I'm going to start doing, I'm going to start live streaming and commenting on the fights. I think that's needed, especially by me. Like, there's a lot of people that, you obviously you can't live stream the fights. You can't restream the UFC fights, but I see people like that commentate or tell you what's going on and stuff, and like they're really fucking shitty at it. Like, I'm like, fuck, I can't really afford the pay-per-view, but I want to know what's going on. And these motherfuckers can't even tell you what's going on with the fucking fight. Like, they're brain dead. I'm like, okay, so that's another thing that I'll do. I can help improve my martial arts skills and my ability to observe things while also bringing value to other people, something that I would love in return, for myself. So I think other people could appreciate that as well, because I would definitely appreciate it if, doing to others as you want to be treated, So I would like someone to fucking properly tell me what's going on in the fucking fight, and so I'll fucking do it. If I think that's some value I can start live streaming with.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. Release the pecs.
Det är sant för smile. Kommer inte smile lite så snart.
There you go. I just added something new. Adding something to my journal the one who is the most genuine gets the most attention, affluence, high level of ability, skills, etc. Everything. All from being genuine. So I can even become more successful faster at a higher rate than someone else that's already much bigger than me. But because I'm more genuine and they're not, that I can smoke them. This is the Jordan thoughts. This is what I just thought.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Are you okay?
Yeah. People are asking me dumb questions again. Am I okay? Do I look okay? Jesus. I guess I don't look okay. What's up? Yeah, bro, I speak English. What's up? Say something. I'm sure you can ask a better question than, can I say hi for you? Or a better anything, a better comment. You can do better, bro. You can do better than that. Much better. Oh, yeah. My body's feeling fucking good after that. Oh, yeah. So I'm trying to get the between when the hamstring and the glute meet, right in there. That needs to be released for probably everybody. Error edits. That's all you say is, and you say hi, and then you don't say anything. Told you, bro. Say something better than that. Come on. You can do much better than that. Much better. Hey, and it helps me out too when you comment. So help me out. If you want to support me, you enjoy watching, say some shit. Put a fucking emoji or say some dumb shit. Whatever. It didn't even matter. Anything, it's all energy. It feeds the fire. Feeds the energy, feeds the fire. So anything is welcome. Everything is welcome. Got a nice little session here, almost 2 hours. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. That's another thing too. This, if you do it right, if you do the myofascial release properly, you should calm the nervous system. So you should sleep better, much better. Especially when shit's pinched. Like if you have your vertebrae fucking compressed like a motherfucker, you're gonna be in a stress response. Your nervous system's not gonna rest. Straight up. Because it's like in fucking pain. Like that. It's gonna be in fucking pain and it's gonna lock up. It's not gonna fucking relax. So do some myofascial release. Sleep better. Shit. I'm trying to watch all the Alone episodes now. I'm almost done season 1. I'm trying to binge watch, but for a purpose. like, because I'm trying to go on the show this next season, so I need to prepare. I got until October to study, train like a motherfucker. All my bushcraft skills, all my survival skills. Obviously, keep getting fucking fit as fuck. I'm always training in that way, and I'm trying to put on 40 pounds, ideally. Just put on weight. So I've been eating like fucking like those bodybuilders, eating fucking 10 times a day. I don't know if I'm eating 10 times a day, but I'm fucking stuffing myself. I'm eating until I'm stuffed, and then I'm eating more when I'm already stuffed. So I think I've definitely already gained some weight. And I need it because I got pretty skinny. So I need to gain some weight. And I have no idea what I weigh right now. I haven't been around a scale in fucking months. So it's just a guess. What's up, Epo Makahana Unchi? What a name, bro. That's a pretty cool name. Sounds fucking Japanese. Sounds like a main character of anime. It's cool. I like it. I like it. Keep it coming. If you do a push-up, I will subscribe to you. Well, it's hard to argue that. It's not like doing a push-up would be bad for me. It would actually be helpful for me. Even though I've been training all day, I'm going to do it because it's a good thing to do. So, thanks for that. Let's see here. There you go. Give me that fucking subscribe now. I needed that extra reps. So, thanks for reminding me on those extra reps. Something I've been working on too. I've been doing push-ups my whole life, and I've been doing them wrong most of the times. And so recently, I'm finally able to do a correct push-up. Now, a correct push-up is definitely easily overlooked. The main thing of my weakness personally, my dysfunction in my body, everybody has movement dysfunctions. Me personally, I have like a lot of winging in the scapulus. If you have the bone, like the scapula pop off your back like that, that's not good at all. That's bullshit. Your shoulders aren't stable, and you're just, because you do bad habits or bad reps of anything, right? You're just getting worse. So you're creating more dysfunction. You're creating possibly some pain, some shoulder problems, right? So it's important to be intentional and map out and figure out your dysfunctions and change them, address them. Being intentional, not just working out just to work out, but be intentional. Like, how can I make it better? How can I make it to where it should be? So I finally, it took me a long time, but I finally am now able to do correct push-ups, and they're much harder. So I can't do that many of them. Like, I can do a shitload of shitty push-ups, right? But I'm not going to do that. If I'm going to do a push, I'm going to do it properly. So keeping the scapulas engaged on the back side of the shoulder so they're not popping out, winging. So you got to have the whole shoulder area working together. You got to have your pecs working. You got to have the front of the shoulder. You got to have your traps working. You got to have your lats working. They all like combine and create this tension in the shoulder to suspend the shoulder in space without any kind of friction or collision or anything like that. So yeah, that's what I'm finally doing. So I was able to do some correct push-ups right there. So I'm happy about that. I'm excited because for the longest time it was discouraging. Imagine like you've been doing push-ups your whole fucking life, right? And then you realize that they're fucking wrong and you got dysfunctions in your shoulders and shit. and you got shoulder pain, whatever, and then you have to like start from zero, like as if you can't even do one push-up. And think about the mental fucking like shit you gotta shut down that ego. Like it fucking slaps you around. So, you know, it kind of fucking sucked not being able to just drop down and do fucking push-ups. Because I know if I do a push-up, it's going to be wrong. So it's very frustrating mentally. So finally I'm getting to the point now I can kind of rub them out now properly. So this is a big win for me. I'm excited about this. Same thing with the pull-ups. I had to like start from zero. I used to do like shitloads of pull-ups. Like, bro, I think the most strict pull-ups I could do one time, I think I hit 22 before. No, I think I even hit 23. Hit 23. Unbroken. Straight. Just 23 pull-ups. But they weren't correct. So now I start from scratch, right? It's a whole mental shift. Like, it's a rebirth, reinventing yourself. That's what it is. So anyway, Ippo, I was doing push-ups. Doing it wrong. Yeah. Does it hard more when you do it properly? Yes, it's much harder because you're trying to work the muscles in a chain. They work together as a chain link, right? They can't be isolated. That's what's wrong with most of the exercise nowadays is people are just so concerned about isolating certain muscles, right? It's not designed to isolate. It's made to integrate. Look at that term, integrate. Integrate is you're creating unity in the whole body to work together as a team. So with the push-ups, you know, like everything needs to be working. Your core, your glutes, your glutes should work while you're doing a push-up. Your butt, your calves, your pecs, your traps, your lats, your thoracic spine, your neck, posterior, obviously the backside. Yeah. So like all that needs to be connected, integrated. So that's much harder. But in the short term, right? So here's the kicker. Because you're doing it properly and all the muscles are working together and they're integrated, so they're working as a team, right? Now you're becoming more efficient. But yeah, maybe in the short term, it's going to be more difficult. But over the long term, it's going to be much, much easier because you're not creating dysfunctions in the body. You're not isolating. You're integrating. You're able to use less energy because all the muscles are working together as a teamwork. So, and you're staying injury free, no dysfunctions, and you have that longevity, right? So you can do that. You could be repping this fucking shit out when you're 100. That's how it should be. If you move correctly, you're regenerating. You don't degenerate. Like you age or degenerate because you're not doing it properly. Immortality. So there's two ends of the spectrum. You got immortality and you got death. And it's a survival scale. What's more pro survival, and there's things that are less pro survival on the scale, right? So if you do every repetition and every exercise with the highest level survival, where does survival go? It goes to immortality, away from death, away from degeneration, away from decay, right? It's the opposite end of the spectrum. So that's how important it is to do things properly, do them correctly. Ishmael, of course I watch UFC. What kind of stupid question is that? I gotta roast you, bro. I gotta roast you for asking a stupid ass question like that. Of do I watch UFC? Obviously, bro. I'm a professional fighter. I watch, and I even said earlier, but hey, you didn't hear that. But I think it's still a stupid question. But thanks for commenting anyway. It is supporting me and it does help me, even though I think it's a stupid question. So thank you. What is the best way to harden the core? Do proper integrated exercises. Use your core through all movement. You know, doing a lot of multi-dimensional movements. Right? Most people, when they exercise, they're just going up and down. It's always some kind of shit like this, like up and down, up and down, up and down, on top here, up and down, up and down, up and down. Right? You need forward and back. You need side to side. You need diagonally. Right? Hit those points. Like you're resisting something this way as I'm going this way. That's a punch. That's running. That's throwing. That's, all those things, right? So that's the best way to use the core. Integrate it with what you're doing in life. Any kind of athletic endeavor, you integrate the core like that. Yeah, I think Ishmael fucking left. Ishmael, did you leave for me bitching you out? No, you didn't. Who are you supporting, Alex or Uncle If? I don't know, bro. I try to stay pretty biased. Unbiased. Excuse me. That's totally terrible. Unbiased. I like Alex Pereira. Uncle If, I haven't really watched a lot of his fights, to be honest. So obviously I would probably like him less. But I still see that he's a formidable guy. And I think I'm pretty like, it can go either way. And then I have like my intuition, like who do I think's gonna win? Now, so I was watching the stare-off, and I gotta tell you, Alex Pereira does not look certain. He does not look convicted like he normally is. It's a very outpoint. Like I can observe things very well, right? And I always watch him stare off. I think that's an important aspect. And I saw him like his confront is very low right now with this guy. He was like standing off with him, and he's kind of like he's looking around. Like his eyes are like, I watched his eyes. He couldn't like stare Uncle Live straight in the eyes. He like looked a little bit down, like he's looking different spots. Like it's not wild, it's very subtle. He's not going like this or this. He's not moving his head. If you watch his eyes start to go and move around slightly. Like as if he's looking at different spots on Uncle Live. Like he looked here, then he looked here, then he looked like he's just looking all around here. But he's not just looking him here and keep him there. So that's the thing that I observed, right? I'm not saying that he's going to lose or he's going to win, but that's not a good sign because it shows a lack of confront. And it shows a little like, okay, it's a little fear. Now, everybody gets fear, but it's more confront. Now, confront is really important because that's your responsibility, your ability to respond, that necessity you need to win, that necessity to do whatever it takes to get the job done, despite the barriers and adversity. This is something I've experienced myself in my own fights. And I think this is the key to winning any fight is your responsibility. Because you always know when you're behind, when you're ahead, but are you responsible enough to do what you need to do, even if you're behind? If you know, hey, he's outpointing me, he's out striking me a little bit, okay, it's time to fucking pick it up. You know that. As the fighter in the ring, you know he's getting the best of you right now. Are you going to just allow that to happen? Because you could still go through the motions and maybe land some good strikes, blah, blah, blah. But like, you're just surviving. Like, you're not taking him out. You need to take him out. You need to fucking destroy him. And that's being responsible. not allowing that situation happen. So yeah, that's something I see that I'm a little not afraid, fearful, but anxious, I guess, about whether Alex is going to win this fight or not, because it's just not a good sign. It's not a good sign. But hey, there's not all black and white. Sometimes people win despite those situations. I've seen it before. You know, maybe the guy's looking all around, whatever, freaking the fuck out, and then he shows up on fight day. On fight night, it's go time. He locks in. You know, that could happen. So, all right, Ippo, thanks for hopping on. Appreciate the support. You have a good night. I will. I'm always training hard, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let's see here. I got my pecs pretty good. Feels okay. Sometimes less is more. So I'm trying to decide for myself. Am I good for now? Should I hit some more tomorrow? Or yeah. That's the same shit, man. Like Justin and Raphael. I like both of those guys. Again, they're both high level guys. Extreme level of ability and skill and determination, and the things that they had to do to get to where they're at is amazing. I remember when Rafael Fiziev just got into the UFC, I immediately was a fan of him with his Muay Thai and background. And yeah, I'm kind of like a striker myself, so like I see that shit and I'm like, fuck yeah, you know, a striker, someone different. So yeah, but I actually didn't even watch their whole fight. That's the one fight I missed. You know, it's been hard because haven't been really having the money to get the pay-per-view, and I've been like traveling all over the world. So yeah, to be honest, I missed that fight, their first fight. So yeah, we'll see. I think I'll be able to watch this one tonight or my morning. So when I wake up in the morning, because it's South Africa. Right now it is 11:30 at night in South Africa. I'm gonna get my traps. I'll show y'all how I get the traps. Right now I'm 1-0. 1-0 as a pro. and a no contest. And then I had an amateur fight. So I've had 3 fights, but 1-0 as a pro. Ishmael, I don't know, bro. I don't know who my favorite fighter is. There's a lot of people that I like, and yeah, but I don't really have a favorite. Like, it's just all the top guys that I like, admire, and watch. You know, I don't know who I like more because I like different fighters for different reasons. There's things that I take from different people. You know, certain specific skills some fighters are better at than others. So, posture looking good. Scaps nice and flat. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it for tonight. I'll do some more MFR tomorrow. Tomorrow's more a rest day. I trained pretty hard today. And, yeah. So, I appreciate it. I'm going to go watch me some Alone. Ooh, that's some good lighting. Yeah. Physique. Ooh. So I'm trying to put on some weight here. I need to go watch Alone. I gotta watch all the fucking episodes, learn some shit, get some survival skills, so I can win this shit. I'm gonna win this shit. Win this $1 million, being the most toughest, baddest motherfucker ever that can survive any environment. That's my goal. So I'm gonna do that. Thanks for watching, hopping on. Over 2 hours. That's pretty fucking cool. Helping me get better at live streaming, and yeah, I'm learning some shit. This is helping me learn some shit. So I appreciate it, guys, for